Hello everyone, what is going on? My name is the n00b warrior and welcome back to my K-pop reaction channel. I post new K-pop reaction videos here almost every single day, so if you like this video and you have some more videos just like this one, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check out some other stuff on the channel. Today, I'm going to be reacting to Rocket Punch. They actually debuted with a mini album called, I believe, Pink Punch. Yeah, I just reacted to the title track. Well, not really technically a title track, I think, but the promoted track, Bim Bam Boom. You can see it is actually rendering right now, so that will go up before you see this, obviously. Because I already reacted to that song and MV, I will not be reacting to that song again in this album reaction, so I'm just going to skip it. So that would go right after Pink Punch, which I think is just an intro. So we have, like, they debuted, I guess, with a 5-track album with an intro, which is pretty cool. You know, a lot of artists seem to debut with, like, a single or a single album with, like, 2 to 3 songs. So cool that they get a mini album. But, yeah, my thoughts, briefly, to sum it up, my thoughts on Bim Bam Boom are that it had clean production. There was a fair amount of space on the track. I really, really loved the bridge at the end of the song, or towards the end, middle of the song. That was my favorite part. I thought that it was a little bit repetitive, but not terribly so. And I was really curious if they keep that kind of vibe, or if they play with some different genres on the album. So, if you want to see my full thoughts on that song, on the MV, hear about my bias for the members, I already did a K-profile reaction, which will be linked below, as well as a reaction to Bim Bam Boom, which will be linked below. Anyway, yeah, I love new debuts, so I'm excited. Here we go. Here's their intro, Pink Punch. Wow, I had it muted. That doesn't work very well, does it? There's that fluty synth that I heard in the title track. Interesting. I wonder if they're gonna lean really hard into this EDM produced style that was in the title track. Ooh. Maybe not. There's some cool samples on this intro. Interesting instrumental samples here. Okay, not here as much, but even here, like the kind of marimba-y sound. Brought a little bit more stutter bass in at the end. Interesting. Okay. So the intro mostly sounded like the title track, like Bim Bam Boom, but there were a lot of other interesting samples. Like I said, some different instruments that I don't remember hearing in Bim Bam Boom. So yeah, curious to know. But if the intro is like that, then I expect maybe the whole album will be very almost EDM focused in its production, which would be interesting. I mean, I have no problems with that. I listen to that genre a fair amount. So here we go. Love is Over. This is well, the first proper track of this reaction, I suppose, after the intro. The second track on the album after the intro and the title track. Okay. Oh, an actual build. Okay, so we're leaning way into EDM. I like this style of vocal production. I think it works quite well. That's a cool set of chords. see where we drop to. Okay, so just back to the chorus we heard before. I wasn't sure if this was the chorus or the pre-chorus that we heard before. Interesting ad-libs. This is cool because this is almost like it's an EDM album that I'm listening to so far. Which is awesome. But with K-pop vocals and like chord progressions and stuff a little bit. I love that little fun. That little in the background. I love how they just drop a "hate you" in the descending of that chorus. Yeah, it's a little bit repetitive. It's a little bit repetitive, I think. Okay, switch up. Yeah, like I said, I feel like you could probably have cut one of the choruses from this song and it'd be, it would just feel a little bit, like this feels like it drags on a little bit too long, since there's not really been verses, outside of the breakdown, towards the end. But like I said, the production I can't fault. It's nothing that's like mind-blowing or like innovative, I would say. But overall good. Yeah, I like it. I think I like it less than the title track, less than Bim Bam Boom for sure. Bim Bam Boom at least had like a little bit more diversity in the song structure going on. But I still like this. I would listen to this. I definitely wouldn't turn this off. I'm curious if there's a song on this album. Obviously, I've only heard the 2 songs. If there will be a song on this album that makes me, that is like an incredible song that I'm like obsessed with, right? Because so far these are both good, but like, and the video was incredible. I think their video production was fantastic, but the song, I'm just waiting for a hook to like grab me and go, yup, obsessed with this group. And I don't have that yet, and I may not have that, and that's totally okay. I'm also not like upset or angered or like, I like what I've heard so far. So yeah, Love Is Over, huh? Let's see what Lucid Dream sounds like. Presumably like a lucid dream, but curious if they keep the EDM vibe. I'm all for the EDM vibe. I just want to hear maybe a little bit more innovative. Or like some more verses, or like maybe a rap verse. But I mean, I don't even know if they have a rapper. There were like, you know, expected. What was it called in the K profile? Like speculated positions or something like that. So who knows? But yeah, I'm listening for just something standout that I'm obsessed with to stick on the playlist of my favorites. But even if I don't get that, I think Bim Bam Boom's a good song, good debut strong. So here we go. Lucid Dream. Oh. Interesting, it's like kind of ambient static in the background. Well, this is definitely a different vibe, unless it's about to... Yeah. This is a definite switch up. This is pretty. I feel like this is definitely, the vocalists get a better chance to shine here, I think, for sure. Ooh. Ooh. The use of these guitars and like just a little like that dun, 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 are really nice. This is by far my favorite song so far on the album. This is that something special I was looking for. And it's not because I don't like the produced stuff, it's just that produced stuff felt a little too industry standard to me. Whereas this feels like there's some artistic risks being taken here. Oof. Good. That piano riff got a little bit too repetitive, I think, but they're doing an okay job of. Okay, that was a little bit, speaking of generic, a little bit of a generic key shift up, but that's fine. I mean, I can't fault them, it works. Ooh. Yeah, like that, even that little tiny electric guitar flare in the background. Like that sad, kind of wailing electric guitar to close out here. Okay, I was hoping this song would be different just based on the title. Not because like I said, the style of Love Is Over and Bim Bam Boom I like. It's just that neither of those songs I felt like took a big enough risk within their style. Whereas this, even within this genre, the choice of the instruments and the samples and the way they used certain harmonies, I felt really special. So like I said, I'm glad it was just before I heard this song that I was saying, you know, I need something. I need a song that I'm really going to latch onto and fall in love with. And I think this is that song. This is definitely the highlight so far of the three. But yeah, I like that a lot. It's very pretty. The vocalist got a little bit more chance to shine. Like I said, the instrumentation was something a little bit out there, but in a really good way. So let's move on to favorite. Curious what happens now. Okay. Back towards the electronic, I believe. Here we go. Ooh! Ooh! This is much... I feel like this is more interesting, actually, stylistically. You guys know, leaning into that almost... Wow. Ooh, that little bass thunk behind. Why isn't this the title track? I mean, Bim Bam Boom's great, but why isn't this the title track? This has such a cool vibe. It leads into jazzy chords. Oh, yes. Whoa, that little guitar. Oh, the vocal. Guys, okay, the vocalists are doing so much more on this song than even the last song. This is by far my favorite. Funny how that works. But seriously, this is like incredible. This is so good. This chorus is the strongest chorus, I feel like, on the album so far as well. But maybe it's just because I'm a massive sucker for these kind of stripped down, jazzy infused with little synth type tracks. Maybe it's because I'm a Red Velvet's fan. And this sounds like it could have been something from Red Velvet, maybe even. Stylistically. Ooh. Those organ chords. Yes. Ooh. Oh, that ad-lib! Oh, why wasn't this the title track? Why wasn't this the title track? It's so good! Yes! That's by far the best thing. I'll be shocked if we pass that. That's a really, really good song. This is really, really, really... Why is this a B-side? Oh, why is it a B-side? I mean, it's probably because Bim Bam Boom is something that's easier to make a bombastic, giant, explosive color intro video for. I get that. But seriously, this is something incredible. I think Lucid Dream showed a lot of depth already, or at least it showed that they can completely swap, and I liked the EDM stuff. I was just waiting for something less standard, less safe within the EDM stuff. And then Lucid Dream obviously wasn't EDM, it was a lot more like acoustic focused. There were a couple of synths in there, but... And then this is something that I feel like is a much more kind of unique, leaning into the jazzy, kind of a chill style, cool synths, some cool little samples. That guitar really, really carries this song, even though it's just a little thing in the background. But also the vocalists get to really actually demonstrate their different styles. And I'm really... Just everything about this track is perfect. Actually. Even down to the use of a snare instead of a clap there, when every other group would have used a clap. I really like this. Really, really... I actually love this. I'm in love with this song, Favorite. I am now going to stan Rocket Punch no matter what anybody says, or how poorly or how well they chart, or regardless of anybody else's opinion. This song is gonna make me stan Rocket Punch. Yeah. Like I said, now I'm super excited to hear Do Something. Whoa. Favorite. This might be my favorite song that's come out this week. I don't know. 17 Hit was really, really good, but this is, I don't know. Favorite's really strong. Alright, on to Do Something. Here we go. Last song. Oh, they're keeping. Okay. Is that a MIDI? These are MIDI samples. I like this style of singing for them a lot. Oh, the weird samples! Ooh. I think it just changed time signatures. I love how bouncy this is, actually. That little piano riff and the bass are so addictive already. That was cute. Oh yeah. Weird that they're leaning into like the MIDI sounding samples. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a time signature switch too. Ooh, that's a pretty ad-lib. Oh! Normally I don't like those spoken phrases, but for some reason I like them here. Is that a siren? Whoa. There's so many different vocal styles on this track too. I love this song too. I might like this more than Favorite. Guys, it's so good. What? I think that's my favorite. I think that's my favorite. I think Do Something is my favorite somehow. I thought there's no way after Favorite that anything but Favorite would be my favorite. Well, okay, so this album, right? It starts with Pink Punch, a very interesting kind of intro that mostly sounded like Bim Bam Boom. Bim Bam Boom, pretty good. I like it. I just wish that it switched up the choruses a little bit or added a little something. Like an interesting key change for a chorus would have been cool. Just something to switch it up. But I did like the track. Love Is Over, I liked a little bit less. I felt that there were even less artistic risks taken with that. But then Lucid Dream, complete style change, jumps up, very cool, very pretty. Vocalists get to show off a little bit more, completely different. Favorite, they bring it towards a more chill, not chill, but definitely lower energy than like Bim Bam Boom was. Away from the EDM, but also away from the acoustic guitar stuff to focus on, like, it's just a really cool song with some very unique samples. It seems very good. And then Do Something, somehow, some way, I like more than Favorite. This, I'm just sad that Bim Bam Boom is their title track a little bit, or their debut MV, because I feel like either of these songs do a much better job of showcasing their talent and their kind of unique qualities of their voices and as a group. I legitimately feel like Favorite and Do Something are incredible B-sides. not unlike something I might hear off of a Red Velvet album, which is massive praise from me, because I'm a bit of a Red Velvet fanboy. So yeah, I really feel like those two tracks are the most special. Lucid Dream is kind of the generic ballad or slow, not generic. I don't mean generic at all. It's the token ballad or slow song where oftentimes an artist feels like they have to put on there. But I feel like it still took some risks with its instrumental and did some things that it didn't have to do that were very cool. So I actually feel like the album got much stronger as it went on, with the exception of Love Is Over being slightly below the title track. So it's like, starts here, pretty good, right? Actually, starts here, pretty good. Love Is Over, not as good. And then Lucid Dream, higher. And then Favorite, and then Do Something. And those two songs I really, really loved. But yeah, this makes me excited, even more excited to see where they go as a group. Because after Bim Bam Boom, like I said, you can go watch my reaction if you want to see how I felt about that and talked about the video and everything. But after that, I was like, hey, I really like them. Like, it did a good job showing off the members' visuals and like their styles and everything. I was impressed by the choreo, the bits of choreo in the video, actually. But I was like, this song is pretty good. I like that they went full electronic produced, but it just didn't take enough risks for me to love it. And then, man, if they debuted as with Favorite as their like title or their main MV, that would have been insane. But these are just my thoughts. As always, I would like to know your thoughts in the comment section below. What are your favorite songs on this album? How do you feel about Bim Bam Boom? If you would have picked one of these to be the title track, other than Bim Bam Boom, which one would it have been and why? Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. My name is the Newbie Warrior. I am going to stan Rocket Punch now for forever because of Favorite and Do Something. Two of the best B-sides off of a debut that I've heard in a very long time. Absolutely fantastic. Hopefully they lean more towards that more experimental, risky side, even if they play more with the EDM genre. I'm fine with EDM produced stuff, Western style produced stuff. I just want them to take the kind of risks that they took in the back half of this album instead of a much safer debut. But that's just me. Guys, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and please remember to stay newbie.